Wednesday. So I hope everybody is having a bomb day. We have my client here. You guys should be so used to seeing her by now, but I don't think you'll ever get used to it as much as I do. Say hey, girl, hey. If you guys do not know who this is my prized possession here. We have literally cut her hair 1,900,000 times by this point. She is natural 100%. We no longer have any relaxer left on her hair. And look how beautiful her hair looks. Nice, healthy, full, and it just keeps getting fuller and fuller and fuller. Um, we trim her hair on occasion whenever we see fit at most points. And we've now gotten to the point where we do more textured press than just silking her and making her bone straight because we like the body and the shape that happens over the next couple days. The first day she looks like seven. Is it Hidden Figures? Hidden Figures. The first day she always looks like Hidden Figures, but then after that she looks, it comes out really, really nice. So for her shampoo process today, we use the Moisture ELT shampoo and conditioner. And then she sat under the dryer and air dried. And then I blow dried the remainder. And then I just put some of our Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum on her hair. So I'm going to comb her hair down so you guys can see the fullness. Okay, this is all her. Thank you, everybody's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So she's getting ready for a graduation of her baby. I'm not going to mention it too much. But we're going to do a textured press for her to be banging tomorrow. But we started out a little bit tighter normally at this part of the phase, and then by the next day she's nice and loose and wavy and flowy and all that good stuff. So as the video said, how do you care for natural hair as it's growing out? Now with Nicole, we've been caring for her hair for years now. We're on years at this point. Nicole has been coming to me since my first salon that I ever owned, and has been continuous since then. There's never gone, I don't think you've ever gone past 3 months without sitting in this chair. So with her hair, when we first started, she actually had a relaxer, and then we moved away from the relaxer one day. She said, you know what, I'm just going to go fully natural. So that's what we did, and then since then we cut her to a very short bob, and that was actually my first viral video. I say that every time. That was my first viral video, which was Nicole's haircut. It was actually the most ratchet video I ever filmed as well. I was arguing with Vanessa in the background. It was nice and dark and shaded, and then ever since then it's just been a complete success for Elite Hair Care USA. So that's just a little bit. Yes, you are. That's why if you guys look at my channel, I have so many videos with Nicole on my channel. It's crazy how many videos I have with her. All right. So as your hair grows out, I always recommend making sure that you stick to your trim schedule. If you guys don't know the trim schedule, I'm going to say it now. But before I say the trim schedule, I need everybody to hit that thumbs up button. So I need you to close your chat and thumbs up this live. That's very important. That tells YouTube to continue ranking my channel and putting me amongst the millions and billions of follower people. And then at that point, we'll go into the trim schedule. So I need to get about 100 thumbs up would do. I don't think that's hard. So I'll wait. So everybody likes to ask, what styles can I do in the meantime of me being natural? And the first thing people want to go to is the protective but not so protective styles. The reason why I say that is because protective styles are cool, don't get me wrong, but they have to be done in moderation. A lot of people like to get the protective styles and then they stay with them for months and months and months and months and months just so they can tell people, oh, I'm natural. Oh, I've been natural for umpteen years, but you've never actually seen your natural hair. You have no clue how long it is, how short it is. You don't know where the breakage is. You don't know that it's dehydrated. You don't know if it's nourished. You don't know anything. The only thing you know is that you're natural and it's something that's good to talk about. But at the same time, if you're not taking care of that natural hair, then there's really no purpose of you being natural. Am I right? if you don't take care of your hair, then really all you're doing is still neglecting it. You're just neglecting it, and now you're able to say that you are a naturalista or you're on this natural hair journey, but you're not doing the actual maintenance. Actual maintenance for natural hair or any form of hair is making sure that you maintain your trims. Okay, the trim schedule for natural hair is quarterly. No different from the schedule for your banking and your books is quarterly. It matches the same thing in hair. Okay, so for hair, you want, especially when you're natural, you want to make sure that you are at least trimming it every 8 to 12 weeks or every 12 to 16 weeks. It's really just dependent on you. But you do not want 16 weeks to go by and you have not had a maintenance trim. What is a trim? A trim is light dusting of the ends. When I say light dusting, it is not to give you a style, nor will it give you a style. It is literally to clean up the strands based on the length that you are right now and somewhat evening you out, right? So if you're not getting a trim and you're going a whole year with your hair and you now take out these braids that you've had for 6 months and you're looking at your hair and you say, man, my hair is so dry. The definition of dry in the hair world is called dehydrated, okay? Just like your skin gets dehydrated, the scalp is also skin. It can dehydrate just the same. And if the scalp is dehydrated, so is the hair. So for those of you that don't take care of your actual hair and you leave it covered up for a certain period of time, it's going to dry out. It's going to dehydrate. So moisture is definitely going to be your best friend if you're low porosity. And then, of course, if you're high porosity, strength is going to be your best friend. But I have tons of other videos that talks about high porosity. I'm really going to more focus on my natural hair clients who are more low porosity than anything else in this video because it is the most common. It is the most common. You guys see that shine? Can you shake your head? Yes. They all walk out of here nice and shiny and bouncy. I don't do heavy hair. I don't do helmet heads. I don't like any other. I like my clients' hair to be nice and bouncy and flowy and movable so that by the next couple of days, even when their natural oils start to expel, the hair still looks nice and shiny and healthy. And when they come back in, it feels and looks exactly the same. Now, Nicole is a little bit different. She actually does my work for me. She will literally come in with her hair already washed and conditioned her way, and then come in and I'll just do my part, and then we like meet together and everything is in sync. She takes very good care of her hair, and she knows that if she doesn't, I'm going to tell her that's what she tried. But I've never had to deal with that with her, so she really does very well with her hair. And she also wears braids and stuff from time to time, but she doesn't take that process and kill it, okay? Even during the pandemic, when we weren't able to see each other, and she came back in, her hair still looked really good. It was in good shape, even with her not being able to come into the salon. So that's very important. You can't just wait on your stylist to take care of your hair. You have to actually do your hair care at home as well. Okay, you only see your stylist every 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. So if you're not taking care of your hair in between, then really the damage is your fault because you're not doing your part. We only see you for a couple hours. Some of you guys be in the salon a couple days, but at the same time, I only see my clients a couple hours, right? So that couple hours that I see you once every 2 weeks is not enough. That's not enough. You still have to comb your hair. You still have to shampoo it. Huh?
Wrap it?
Yeah. Definitely wrapping it is very important if you have what we call a textured press or if you're silked completely. A lot of people get that terminology really mixed up. When we say a silk press or a blowout or anything, they're all the same thing. They're all the same thing. Every stylist just creates their own little name. Oh, you're going to get the Mika press. Baby, it's still a silk press. She just put Mika on it and charged you an extra $70. That's all. It's the same thing. Nothing's changed. Oh, I go to the Dominican to get my hair done. Okay, you're getting a burnt press. It's the same thing. Okay, nothing's different. It's still exactly the same. It's just called something else, and everybody uses a different technique. Some people use a hot comb. Some people use a curling iron. Some people use a flat iron. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just making sure that you're going to someone that understands the anatomy of the head and the chemistry in hair as well. Hair is all science. It is pure science. All right. So we're about, I say about 50%. No, I say like 40% through. I'm doing her press in smaller sections. Why? Because tomorrow's a very special day, and I want her to look like. I want her curls to last through the tears.
Yes.
Let's do it. I need the curls to last through the tears.
Yeah, through the tears.
Yeah. And she better not start. She's ready. She's ready to turn on the waterworks. Oh man. I've literally been doing her hair since her child was in a very young age. I feel like I just watched them grow up myself.
Oh gosh. And when I do the braids, I take them out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't leave them for long periods.
And you get them redone,
I
right?
get them redone. I wrap them just like I would. I put a scarf on at night. I put leave-in conditioner in them when they're in.
Absolutely. And she has a supportive husband who knows about the hair. Okay? He knows that you're not going to put your scarf on. You're not going to go get your hair done. See, that's a supportive husband right there. He understands the whole concept of what we're doing. Okay? He gets it. He gets it. So that support is definitely needed. Okay? That's when you know, we say this all the time. You know it's love when they remind you to put your scarf on. Okay? That's love right there.
Yes.
When they wake you up like you fell asleep without wrapping your hair, you should get up.
Yeah. The other day he woke me up because my scarf was off. In the middle, he goes, "Your scarf's off. You want to get and put it on?"
See?
Really? You woke
That's
me up?
love. That's love. He woke her up to tell her the scarf was off.
Oh,
Not, oh man, your hair's messed up.
exactly.
And he's just staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
But in between your going to the salon, I tell people all the time, if you do not have shampoo and conditioner at your house, and you think that you are always going to be able to get into the salon, you are very, 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 what's the word I can use? Misconstrued? No, that's not the word. I'm thinking of the word.
How often do I get a press? Every
2 to 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once a month I would press. Yeah, sometimes every 2 weeks. It depends on
It,
what I have going
yeah,
on.
it depends on the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the schedule. Well, the word I was looking for, you're confused. I'll use that word.
Mm-hmm.
You're confused, okay? You have to have what you need at home. The pandemic proved to people that hairstyles, number one, are definitely needed. But number two, you have to know how to care for your own hair, your own skin. You got to know how to feed yourself. You got to know how to make your own money. You have to know a lot of this stuff. Because guess what? You don't know if the world will stop today. You don't know if it will stop tomorrow. And it literally did. Last year, around this time, no one was in the salon.
Yeah.
No one was able to get to their stylist. No one was able to get braids. If you were getting braids, you barely wanted to breathe in the same room as Shaquita. So it was like you didn't even want that, right? So making sure that you have the right regimen down, knowing how to care for your hair if ever needed, having the right products at home, that's very important as well. For my natural girls, my best friend is Moisture ELT. Why? Because it detangles the hair at the same time for most. Nicole be having a whole fit.
No, gosh, I'm tender.
But she's extremely tender-headed. So that's the next part to it. But at the same time, it does make detangling slightly simpler.
Mm-hmm.
And she somewhat detangles before she comes into the salon.
Yeah.
So that tells you that pre-detangling is also very important. Don't feel like you don't have to touch your hair and everything's going to be fine. And, oh, I have a stylist. I go to the salon. Okay. Well, that means nothing. Okay, you can go to the doctor and he can prescribe you something, but you still have to take it. Right? So that's the same thing with hair care. It's very, very important. Good morning. Oh, that was the question. How often do you get a press? So right now her hair is nice and curly and bouncy, but we're going to kind of take down a lot of that curl. She doesn't actually keep this much curl. Now, if you guys are noticing, when I'm doing my client's hair, I don't spray a lot of product on the hair. I don't add a lot of oils and serums to the hair. The most that I will use is some Sebastian Shaper, a little bit of Goddess Polish if I want to added shine, and my Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum. I am big on using the least amount of product possible. Why? Because I feel like all of that product is not required. You did all of the work in the shampoo and condition process. Everything after that is aftercare. That's more maintenance care. Spraying on your leave-in conditioner, that's a part of the basic care. Shampooing your hair, that's a part of the basic care. For those of you that like to use your VO5 from the Dollar Tree, don't wonder why it's so dry. Okay? Don't wonder why. For those of you that just want to just find any product that you saw on TV and you know the model that they use on TV, hers was nice and silky, so you think that's just going to make yours transform? Okay. Perfect. Let me know how that works out for you. I have not changed my products that I use on Nicole. I might test a product here or there on her. But other than that, we kind of keep the same flow every time she comes in. She kind of already, I think you already know the whole process at this point.
I do.
We've been doing it so long.
Yeah.
And it's proven to work. Her hair is below her shoulders, and we trim her hair a lot.
Yes.
Ever since that big cut, that big chop that we've done, we haven't chopped her again. But her hair is extremely dense. She has a lot of hair. A lot. Now, I can just imagine when it's longer, I ain't going to be her hairstylist. I'm going to refer somebody.
No, no, you're not.
That's one thing. I'm going to refer somebody.
Oh, God.
You like my protective hat? It's called I didn't do my hair. That's what it is. I get a haircut today, though. So I'm not really messing with it. I'm going to get a relaxer and a haircut. And I'm cutting it short.
You look good in short.
I prefer it short. I don't like when it gets too long. I like when it's, the top has a little bit of length, but my sides and back, I like it short.
Yeah.
It works better for me. I perspire a lot, too.
And you've never gone natural, right?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I tried. I tried to go natural when I was pregnant with Christian. And the way I did that, I would just put a sew-in in. And I noticed that when I took the sew-in out, I lost more hair than I gained.
Yeah.
So that's what made me say, you know what, I'm just going to go to a shortcut.
Yeah.
My side was shaved and the rest was long. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to cut it short and just be done with it. And I've never, Christian is 8 years old. I haven't had long hair in maybe 7 years. The most I'll do if I want long hair is I'll put on a wig or I get a bob.
Because the weave is pulling at it too much.
It pulls at my edges a lot.
Yeah.
My edges hurt.
Yeah.
Like I notice whenever I have a quick weave, my edges hurt. It's really tender. It's like you get used to not wearing certain things.
Yeah.
And then when you try to do it, you know, you try to stay with the times and you saw this cute style and you go get it done. And then when I take it out, that's like when I was doing my bobs a lot, when I had the bob style. I had a burnout right here.
Oh, really?
Because I kept having to straighten this area to make it work.
To make it work. Yeah.
Yep. So it kind of just put me back.
Yeah.
And I had to regrow that area again, nurse it back to health again, and it's still regrowing.
Yeah.
And now I kind of cut it down so that everybody's the same now. So.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop getting bobs and stuff. I just know not to do it as much as I was.
Right. Or you'll wear a wig like this.
Yeah, I just wear like a glueless wig, or if I'm trying to learn to install it, I'll install it on myself, and that lasts like a day and a half.
I just had a braid for 10 days. Before, I took it out this morning.
The braid?
I had one single braid.
Oh, wow. Shake it for me, shake it. Which line is replacing the Hydra Strength? For Hydra Strength, you can use the Moisture ELT, or you can use the Hair Repair and Growth that has the added moisture. That is our new and improved formula, so it has that added moisture, but it's not as much as Moisture ELT. So the Hair Repair and Growth line can be used in place of the Hydra Strength, which is the new Hair Repair and Growth. The original Hair Repair and Growth, it made the hair a little more firm or hard because it had more protein in it. I never got a trim before. How would you recommend to do a trim? Go to a stylist. You will never hear me say you can trim your hair yourself at home, nor will that ever come out of my mouth, nor will you ever see me teach you how to trim your hair at home. Even if I'm doing a maintenance cut on myself, I'm telling you not to do it yourself. Where is your shop and what state? I'm in, well, I'll just say Orlando. I'm in Orlando, Florida. say Apopka, people will be so confused. You now have more than 100 thumbs up. Thank you. So with that 100 thumbs up, let's see who, my day ones already know this answer. What is the trim schedule for natural hair? I already said it, but let's see who was listening. What is the trim schedule for natural hair? And then in the meantime, what is the trim schedule for relaxed hair? And I always do this. They're different. I always do this because there's always someone new on my channel that does not know. Thank You Can't Hide, 8 to 12 weeks. That is for natural hair. 8 to 12 weeks or 12 to 16 weeks. What is the trim schedule for relaxed hair? 6 to 10 weeks. Thank You Can't Hide. 6 to 10 weeks is the trim schedule for relaxed hair or with every retouch relaxer. Now, if your stylist is one of those that bases your retouch relaxer on when her bills are due, then you would not follow the every relaxer schedule because she's probably relaxing your hair to death and telling you that your hair is, oh girl, your hair's so damaged. I see why. So 6 to 10 weeks is the happy place for relaxed hair. Quarterly, yeah, quarterly is a good word, but for relaxed hair, it's not quarterly. It's with every retouch or every 6 to 10 weeks. For those of you that like to stretch out your relaxers, it's okay to do that, but you have to know when to stop. At that point, if you stretch it out too much, you can end up having what we call underprocessed hair, or the hair will begin to break and shed. So for Nicole's hair, if you guys notice, I'm not silking her first. I'm literally silking and curling at the same time. This is what we use to keep a lot of that texture and body in the hair, where you don't have to silk it out first. You can silk it and curl it. But you have to know how to do it and have the right iron when you're doing it. If you have short hair, what size iron? I say 1/2 inch. That's a good iron to start with. 1/2 inch. What to use on fine natural hair to stop shrinkage? There's no way. Shrinkage is a part of natural hair. You can't stop shrinkage. You don't want shrinkage, relax it. But there's no way to stop shrinkage. That's the natural behavior of the hair. Alright, so we're going to silk out this last piece, and then I'm going to silk out her hairline. Alright, so I'll bring you guys all in her face, in her personal space. Okay, so we're going to silk out her hairline, which is here. You guys notice it's still nice and a little natural. I'm not going to say nat. I'm going to say natural. Take my flat iron in my hand. Pull the hair with a little bit of tension. Okay? And then smooth it in the direction that the hair will be styled. And then this side, which I usually never mess with. I never mess with this side. took down this section. I'm going to do this last little section here. All right. Said beautiful results.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to put just a little bit more frizz tamer on her hair, a very small amount. Okay. I'm going to rub some on her hairline, keep that hairline back. And then the rest will go into her curls. And then we're going to take our brush. And I'm going to wrap her with the curls. Okay, I'm going to take my processing cap here. Some people will use saran wrap. I use the processing cap. I'm going to let it sit for 1 second. Alright, so we're going to take the diffuser and our blow dryer, turn it on, and always put a little bit of heat inside to start. And then when we go around the sides and the back, what we're doing is relaxing the curl. Alright, then I'm going to turn it to cool. Alright, so we're going to let that cool for just a second. I can't see your customer full face. I can tell she is one beautiful lady. Yes, she is.
Thank you.
That is beautiful, as is our wraps. Is it best to go natural or is it best to go more relaxed? Natural or relaxed is your choice.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong. It's what works for you and your lifestyle. I like relaxed hair. She likes natural hair. There's no right or wrong.
I like relaxed hair, but for my hair to stay healthy,
It works better
it
this
works
way,
better,
right?
yeah.
Alright, so we're going to just comb her down. said beautiful, gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you to the hair whisperer.
And then we take a little bit of hairspray, small amount, just to lay those flyaways down. Make her hairline nice and cute. We used to do edge control, but edge control does not work for her hair.
It makes my hair too heavy.
Yeah, it made it like oily and stuff.
I have natural oils, I think, that just give it. But it works great on most people.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Thank you. Thumbs up.
Alright, there you guys go. The finished product. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I hope you took some information from this live. And she's about to go get herself together. And then she'll wrap this baby up and it'll just be all,
Yeah, it'll be perfect tomorrow. Thank you, ladies.
Alright, you guys. So don't forget, this weekend is our Memorial Day sale. Everything will be 30% off starting this Friday and ending on Memorial Day. You guys who are on our mailing list should have already received your code to be used for this weekend. Actually, there's no code needed. There's no code needed for this weekend sale. I appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you guys know when I'm live. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.